grab your seeds, grab your gum, because guess what? It's opening day with the Dirt and Turf podcast. I'm Cobra, and joining me is Tylor and Kat. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
It's opening
All
day.
right.
Y'all excited?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ladies, gentlemen, and gentlewomen, it is great to hear and see from you once again. You know, we're back. Opening day, season 2. We are starting to get the feel of things now. Main rosters are set. AAA, AA, single A, all sent down. To get ready to build their path to their dream. And it's kind of interesting with opening day. Sometimes, it is just one game, but that one game can definitely define whether you make it or, well, you don't make it to the World Series. That's just how it goes. But
For sure.
let's get right to it. Opening day.
All right.
Opening day was definitely very interesting. We had a very interesting showing. We had. I'm going to call out all the game. I am actually going to call out all the games that we had, but we're not going to cover the ones. Basically, everyone's going to cover. Analyze one and see which one. Oh, not see which one, but basically say, hey, this one was interesting. Yankees beat the Brewers 4-2. Orioles beat the Blue Jays 12-2.
Yeah, they did.
Red Sox beat the Rangers 5-2. Phillies beat the Nationals 7-3. Tylor?
Yes.
Tylor, what is that clicking?
Oh, sorry.
I swear. Opening day! Opening day! And we had to hear a metronome in the background.
I was like, what is that sound?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize my blinker was that loud.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You're going to have Ginzer agree with Kat and yell at you. Don't do that.
Okay, continue.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. Get some help. Phillies beat the Nationals 7-3. The Marlins beat the Pirates 5-4. The Padres beat the Braves 7-4. The Giants beat the Reds 6-4. The Guardians beat the Royals 7-4. The White Sox defeated the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, California 8-1.
What?
The Astros beat the Mets 3-1. The Cardinals beat the Twins 5-3. Famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers beat the Tigers 5-4. The Cubs beat the Diamondbacks 10-6, and the Mariners defeated the Vagabond Athletics 4-3. All right, 4-2. Sorry, correction. So, Tylor's starting with you. What game stands out to you the most?
So what stands out to me the most? 1 second. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna just be a homeboy tonight and say the Yankees beating the Brewers.
I mean, that's fair.
Valid. The Brewers are always seem to be hyped up as just need one little nudge forward, and they'll go far and they'll get there. But,
anyway, sorry. So with the Yankees, they have got new players. We got Paul Goldschmidt, who went 0 for 4 yesterday. Austin Wells, who went 1 for 3 with a home run. Anthony Volpe went 1 for 4 with a home run. Aaron Judge went 2 for 4 with RBI. And then Carlos Rodon went 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, walks, 7 strikeouts. Evan Williams, 4.
Why are you breaking up, Tyler? You're breaking up.
Carlos Rodon went 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. And Devin Williams, a former Brewer, went 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts to close the game. Am I really that bad?
Yeah.
Okay, next. We can move on.
All right, Kat.
Let's see. And I'm gonna apologize in advance because the grass is growing, and so my sinuses are thinking that I'm dying. I'll keep it short. The Orioles. I mean, come on, 12-2, and all these people want to sit and complain about our pitching staff, and can the Orioles really survive?
Ben.
And then we got a guy named O'Neill who homers in his 6th straight opening day. Like, come on. The Orioles are so much more than the redheaded stepchild. It's just always finding the guys that can get together and have the chemistry and make things happen on the field.
See, this is why Ben is so knee-jerk at times. Because, as you stated, the Orioles pitching hasn't really improved, if that makes sense. They didn't really make any acquisitions to acquire new pitching. And Ben in our Facebook group was like, "Oh, the Orioles are going to be absolute dog shit this year. We're going to be terrible." And look what happens.
I know. And that kind of stuff drives me crazy. Like, there is a reason we play the games. There's a reason that we don't just roll dice.
162 games.
Like, this isn't Dungeons and Dragons, people. We're not just playing the game on a board with dice. Like, they're actual people,
Yeah, exactly. But for me, I definitely know that the big standout for me has got to be the White Sox and Angels.
For real, though, like that.
I was shocked.
The White Sox put up 8 and completely pants the Los Angeles Angels of California, Anaheim, Los Angeles, yada, yada, blah, blah.
Didn't the Angels have to put in a position player?
Yes.
Yes, I believe
That
so,
pitcher?
yeah.
Yep. Because they were just doing that bad.
Speaking of position players pitching. Anyway, continue.
So, yeah, if the White Sox did this well, they did that well against the Angels. Like the sky looks bright for them. If this, Chicago, I'm, if you're wondering what this strange feeling is, it's called hope. You have hope for this season.
Can I just say something real quick,
I know,
Cobra?
but there's.
It's the Angels. It's the Angels. Just remember that.
Yeah, no, they're afraid. They, like many people of their ilk, aka rich people, are afraid of one thing: tax. The luxury tax. That's one thing Artie Moreno is so afraid of is the luxury tax. Because God forbid rich people, can't pay their taxes, don't want to pay their taxes. God forbid that.
I mean, none of us like paying taxes. Let's be real,
yeah.
We do have
Anyway, moving on to baseball.
But moving on to baseball, I know tax season is upon us as well. I get it. But yeah.
I filed mine. Mine are done.
Mine are too. Yeah, like I said, no one wants to deal with that shit. But Yeah, opening, the Angels getting absolutely pantsed on live TV by the worst team in baseball last year. Yeah, I'll take that. I
For
would
Well, how
sure.
many
gladly take it.
wins did they have last season? I don't remember, like 30 something.
Yeah, but they were like
We're like,
they, they were so bad they gave the Cleveland Spiders a run for their money.
Yeah, that's saying something.
And for those who don't know, the Cleveland Spiders are the worst team to have ever existed in the game of baseball.
that's
Oh,
why
our
they don't
White Sox
exist
are the second
anymore.
now.
Yeah.
Hey, is it a good time to announce that there's going to be some really cool new venues spaces this year for baseball?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we've got Bristol Motor Speedway. If you guys are familiar with the lap down, it's a race. It's a NASCAR Cup Series track, and the Braves and I believe the Cardinals are playing at Bristol Motor Speedway. And then we got the Field of Dreams one. We got London, and we might have a Mexico City game. They're waiting for confirmation from from Rod Manfred.
Wow.
Well, they're also hoping that we don't end up going to freaking war with them because
That's also
famous women respecter Spice Palpatine, aka Donald Trump,
Hey, we're not
is
talking politics. We're talking baseball.
baseball.
but
Let's
it
leave
does
politics out of
apply.
it.
But it does apply here. If
It does
we don't,
actually.
if it does apply, unfortunately.
You know
Because
what?
as
When
you
the
said,
United
going
States
to Mexico.
starts standing back up for themselves and asking for tariffs back, just like other countries ask us for tariffs, they don't get to bitch and moan about it.
They get a point, but anyway, moving on.
We're gonna
Anyway,
head for a depression and we're gonna be fucked.
But yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think it is.
And
Because we still have baseball to talk about.
yes, we do. We have baseball. Let's not talk about those assholes who are in DC.
Who don't care about us anyway.
They never do. They
Oh,
only care. Yeah, they never have.
you want to recap
Oh wait,
the Japan series with the
The
Dodgers?
Baltimore game is on Apple TV. I have Apple TV.
You could have been watching it
Yay!
the whole time.
Cat's excited about Apple TV. Um. Anywho, so there, we're definitely excited about opening day. Baseball once again is upon us. How do we feel about this season? I'm going to start with Kat this time.
Okay.
I know it's only one game, but how do you feel about this season?
I feel hopeful about this season. I'm excited to see some of the underdogs win their opening game. I don't know. I just it feels like everything is leveling out this year.
I kind of have to agree with that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like the talent has been evenly dispersed.
I agree. I 100%
Does
agree.
that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Unless
actually.
you're the fucking Dodgers.
Yeah, unless you're the Dodgers and the Yankees who skew everything by buying everything in existence.
Hey.
Like you're some type of a cancer that you do every year.
I
The
mean, when
Yankees
your farm system is the rest of the MLB, that's,
Yeah.
to be fair, the
Uh,
Yankees brought back Beard, so
Hey, that's a pretty big change for them. That's like
for real. It's weird. It was weird to look at last night when I was watching the game.
you were like, wait a second, who is this?
It was so weird seeing Aaron Judge with facial hair. It was like, what the fuck?
Oh
uh,
man, I wish Vanessa was on so she could tell us what she thought.
but as for me, I definitely saw one key takeaway from opening day. And I'm going to say this. I am hopeful that we see a lot of dingers.
I
And
think the baseball.
and Billy
that?
has
Oh,
arrived.
Billy. Hey, Billy.
Billy, how we doing, man?
Hey,
Our
Billy.
local volunteer fan.
What sport are we doing?
Baseball opening day has started. After all,
Okay.
Anyway,
well,
before,
first off,
can
hold
I
up.
say?
Are you
Sorry.
okay, Billy?
Yeah, I just woke up.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
That and I'm pretty nervous about the Tennessee game.
Right. Makes sense.
All right.
For those
So what
who
am I?
hold up, for those who don't know, I was a part of your March Madness podcast stream. Sorry, Billy. So please do check out your channel. What was it again, Billy?
Volbill 99, and please do not check out the Frozen 4 prediction stream that I made, because that aged like fucking milk in the sun.
Or Will Levis.
Fucking war criminal.
I don't think anybody expected the Sweet 16 to turn out the way that it did.
Nah, for real.
Either way,
anyway,
Go ahead.
Anyway, can I say what I'm hopeful for this season now?
Go ahead.
Now, I personally think there's going to be teams that weren't so good last season. I'm not saying the Rockies or the White Sox, but teams like Miami, Cincinnati, I think they'll put a run in the money. I think the Reds will put a run for the money in the Central. Same with like Detroit. Detroit was good last year. I think they can bounce back. I even think Oakland will or not Oakland, but I'm sorry, Athletics fans. I really am. Sacramento A's, they're going to have a good season. And I think, honestly, the Blue Jays and Rays bounce back too.
I'm definitely going to defer and say no. The Rays will not bounce back. I think they will basically be demoralized because every time they have to go to a home game, says George Steinbrenner.
You're welcome, Rays fans. At least we gave you a home for the year.
Unlike Oakland.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to share that with like their
single A team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and which for me it doesn't make sense to even do that. What do I know?
I'm just gonna say I'm hoping for my Braves is to at least be decent.
I think the Braves will probably, hopefully, continue from last year, and hopefully don't suffer like last year, which was too many injuries, man. What the hell?
The objective,
So many injuries.
So
the
many.
The objective is to survive and get healthy. That's
Did
the
any
objective.
of the original starters even make it all the way through the season?
How the fuck should I know?
Hold on.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Tyler. Wait, not Tyler. Hold on. I was just telling you to be quiet. Billy, I want to hear you since you are from Tennessee.
Mhm.
Did you see the image of the potential Tennessee expansion team concept?
Yeah, the National Stars.
Yeah. I want to know your opinion.
Well, the paying tribute to, and I don't want to get canceled, even though the league is basically the Negro League team back in the day.
Right. The Negro League teams back then. It was a league that happened. It is a part of baseball history. Yes.
Yeah, which Kevin did on his Super Mega Baseball game.
Yep.
If I feel jittery, it's because of the Sweet 16 game.
Yeah.
They're playing Kentucky, which swept us this season.
And Kentucky is historically great at basketball.
Yeah, and produce 2 shitty quarterbacks.
Only 2?
Tim Couch and Will Levis.
Well, Tim Couch was in a death sentence of Cleveland. Will Levis is just a war criminal.
No, Will Levis.
Anyways,
Anywho, we're
getting
getting way
off topic. Sorry about that.
We
Yeah.
go on tangents all the time. It's okay.
We do.
If-
we do.
If the Nashville expansion team is a AL team, then I'll make it my AL team or in Houston. If it's an NL team,
sorry about their
well,
luck.
I'm gonna
Go stick with the Braves.
I'll root for them as like my second NL team behind the Braves and in front of the Reds, but I'll stick to my Braves.
Right. Well, what else were we going to talk about? Because we obviously can't talk about the standings as of right now. Because
It's too early.
Yeah, way too early. You know, that's going to probably be about another 3 weeks. We'll get into the standings. But other than that, I think we might wrap this up. You know, I mean,
it's early on in the season. We don't really have much to go on, and I mean, I'm excited to see how this season plays out. I mean, that's really the beauty of baseball, right? We have
Right.
162 games. We have 7 months of baseball.
Yep. And you know what that means, Kat? 7 months of dealing with a certain Pittsburghian native.
You know what? But football starts up in August again. So,
Yep. Yep. And
yeah.
yeah, they're definitely getting ready. But speaking of getting ready, today's sponsor for tonight's podcast was Sentry PC. Sentry PC is a computer safety service that provides VPN, virus protection, malware, spyware,
What the fuck?
and other valuable pieces of protection that, unlike our national security, and our Department of and Secretaries of Defense, can actually keep your data protected. So, use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. Show the channel some love and stay safe with Street PC.
For a moment there, I thought I heard a banshee.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Anywho, that is it for Dirt and Turf podcast. Special thanks to our other affiliated links in the bio wherever you get podcasts. We're also on YouTube. We're also on TikTok. Check out there. Also check out our other podcasts, Biscuits and Penalties, which will be tomorrow. The Lap Down. Hopefully, we might have Greg Farmer returning. Sunday, we have the Social Slam podcast. We definitely got to talk about those promos that John Cena threw out this past couple weeks. And, of course, the Hard Count, which will be returning for Season 4 after the draft. We are going to have a pre-draft show and a post-draft show. More details to come. So get ready for that. Also, Billy, thank you for coming. We love you, man. Check out his YouTube channel, Full Bill 99. That is, thank you, Billy from Newt City once again. And also, thank you to Kat and Tyler for always being great co-hosts. And by the way, we are trying something new this year. So Kat is up in the batter's box next week. So be excited to be to hear her voice once again. We are rotating hosts. That is what we're doing for this podcast. So, anywho, that is it for the Dirt and Turf podcast. I'm Cobra. On behalf of Kat, Tyler, and Billy, well, we play ball. Let's play ball, guys.
Good night.
Good night.